Sometimes people want, a joke that's out there and a little crazy.
It seems every second now there's a new President Trump story, followed by some news spin, followed by, of course, comedian commentary. But where is the line and when is it crossed? Though the current political climate is understandably whipping comedians into a frenzy, The Hollywood Reporter's Frank Scheck says Bill Maher, Kathy Griffin, and Stephen Colbert have all recently gone too far. Scheck cites Colbert as the most potent example with his rating success and whole new energy post-election as he skewers Trump and his administration regularly. The recent speed bump for Colbert came after he delivered a lengthy, profanity-filled rant against the president. Scheck writes, although no one possibly believes that Colbert is homophobic, he was promptly taken to task for the admittedly over-the-top vulgarity, and he apologized on air shortly thereafter. Not to the president, mind you, but rather to the gay community. It's safe to say that he'll be watching his language more carefully from now on. Meanwhile, Kathy Griffin found herself recently in hot water after a photo depicting her holding up a bloody fake head resembling Trump's was posted online. Griffin was instantly condemned from people across the political spectrum. She apologized in a tearful video saying, "I'm a comic. I crossed the line. I went way too far. The image is too disturbing. It wasn't funny. I get it." But as Scheck writes, the damage was done. CNN cut her from her New Year's Eve hosting gig, calling the image disgusting, and Trump weighed in, tweeting, "Kathy Griffin should be ashamed of herself. My children, especially my 11-year-old son, Barron, are having a hard time with this. Sick." A few days later, in what Scheck calls a self-pitying press conference, Griffin lamented, "I don't think I will have a career after this. He broke me." He also says she played the female card when Griffin said that it was a woman thing and wouldn't be happening to a guy. As Scheck puts it, that may be true, but Joan Rivers, bless her soul, would probably have told everyone to go F themselves. Not long after, Bill Maher found himself in what Scheck calls a familiar position for him, in deep doo-doo, when he said the N-word during an interview with Nebraska Republican Senator Ben Sasse. Under fire from HBO as well, Maher delivered an uncharacteristic apology the next day. "I regret the word I used in the banter of a live moment. The word was offensive, and I regret saying it, and I am very sorry." Scheck writes, while he should well know that using the N-word is the third rail of discourse, the outrage seems a little over the top. The critic writes that the comedian was making a contextual joke, but that said, while the offensive word is freely used by rappers and in such movies and television shows as, for instance, HBO's own The Wire, it's also commonly accepted that white people have far less, as in no, leeway when it comes to using it. Scheck concludes that there's nothing new about all this, and that comics in the modern era have always gotten into trouble for crossing the line in one form or another. Yes, mistakes were made by all three comedians, and yes, they were unfortunate and regrettable, but at the same time, and to their credit, Scheck shines light on the fact that they each followed up with an apology of one sort or another. The critic's advice on it all in the end? It might just be a good time for everyone to take a chill pill. So what's your take on these three comedians' recent blunders? The backlash? And where's the line? Should we be more chill, as Scheck suggests? Let me know in the comments, guys. And please, nothing that will make you have to issue an apology on your comment on this video. For the Hollywood Reporter News, I'm Paul Costabile.